Welcome back, my Sneebsters. It is Sneeb Hercules here, and I am fighting snakes in my crib for my spot in the top 100. And let's get into another Catan review. We are top 10 global. Our rank dropped a little bit. We were 8 before. I haven't played another game. And welcome back to our miniseries of how we got to the top 10, part 2. We're in 4th position here, and I think first it's just a clear 9, 5, 10, right? You get the ore and the wheat together. The wheat on this board is a little weird because this 6, like all of these spots on the 6 are like not great besides like arguably like the 6, 5, 11. So I think next it probably should have gone 5, 9, 10, but that's what 3rd takes. And then as 4th here, you know, what would you do? I think 6, 4, 3 or 6, 4, 11 with the 6, 5, 11 makes a lot of sense. You could consider playing like this 9, 4, 11 with this 6, 4, 11, and you have coordinated 11s and like a coordinated 4 kind of. So I thought that was pretty good. But what I noticed here about this board was that who really wants like 9, 4, 11? Well, I think in some instances, blue, you know, might get left a spot that's better for them. Or like if they don't, isn't this like 8, 4 kind of better for blue than this 9, 4, 11? It gives them the 3-1, which they're not building to a 3-1 because they pointed this road upwards weirdly. So I do something kind of weird here, and instead of taking this 6, 5, 11, I actually take this 6, 3, 11 and this 6, 4, 3. And what you notice about this setup here is that it's really good because of this sheep port. We are going to this sheep port, we're doubling our 6, it becomes a free card, and it's coordinated with this 6. So now we have coordinated 6s as soon as we double this sheep port, or in wheat, which is really unstoppable, and that's part of the reason I like this setup better than like the 9, 11, 4 and the 6, 11, 4. And there's the possibility that this 9, 4, 11 is open for us. So let's see what happens here. This makes sense from red. You know, I was also thinking about a setup involving this spot, like maybe the 6, 4, 3 and this 6, 5, 12 up here. But I think having the, I know first that I want to go to this sheep port no matter what I do, like first. And then who's really playing road on this board if I take this 6, 3, 11? Like nobody, right? So we have this coordinated 3, which you know I love small coordinated numbers. And you're going to see it here, guys. It comes in clutch. Red takes this 6, 4, 11, which I think makes sense. They need the wheat. And blue tries to extort red for a wood. And I say, I'll give you one to take 8, 4. Red says, take 8, 4 and you'll lose. Which I think is, I don't know, maybe true. But blue ends up taking 8, 4 here. And this setup, guys, is probably one of the best setups I've had in a long time. We've got a coordinated 6 and a coordinated 3. It's absolutely beautiful. And we're not even getting robbed. Yeah, immediately we do the trade with blue that we said we'd do. We said we'd give him a wood. So we're true to our deal this time. No scamming from Sneeb. And red blocks trading with blue. So red is mad. Big 5 roll. Green actually has coordinated 5s here. So that's pretty nasty. But we have the connect. Green rolls a 7 and hits the 8. And they rob blue. And they build their road to the 9, 12. On our turn, we roll a 9, which doesn't really benefit us. I'm trying to trade the sheep away, mostly just showing that I have sheep in my hand because I don't think anyone wants it. And blue says, I think black is the favorite. Huge 8 gets blocked on blue's turn, and they drop a road. An 11 rolls, giving us a little brick. A 4 rolls on green's turn, giving us a little ore, but our hand's kind of awkward, and green builds their settlement. On our turn, we roll an 8. And we can't really do anything. I'm trying to give sheep for wood. They're offering the brick. I disconnect here for a second. And I try to offer the sheep for wood again, but we don't get it across, and I just pass. Another 4 rolls, so if we can get some 6s in the house. A 9 rolls on red's turn, and they try to give a wood for a wheat, which I might do if the 6 had rolled. A 9 rolls, giving green and blue ore, and green buys a dev. A 4 rolls, so our hand is like super awkward here. So I offer, the ore and the sheep for anything. We get a wood off of red. I'm perfectly happy to give this trade to red. It allows us to reduce our hand size. And where would you go here? Well, as I said at the beginning, we want to get that coordinated 6 up and running. So we go there first. If green plows us, there's a good chance they only go to the 9-4-2 because it's a lot of extra roads here. They would need like a lot of 5s to get to this 9-4-11. So we can always connect through on the 11-4 if we need to. And we just drop our road and pass. Another 4 rolls. And blue ports down for a wheat. On red's turn, they roll an 8, but it's blocked. And they offer 2 sheep for a wheat, 3 sheep for a wheat. In the end, they just port down and they buy a dev. Green rolls a 7. And they move it to the 4 and they hit blue. On our turn, we roll a humongous 3. And I actually do something kind of controversial here. You might think how could you port down the ore for a wheat here? But I don't want to wait 2 orbits. I'm not holding on 7, and I don't want to drop this road and have to wait for another 3. I just want to get my 6s going. If I settle here, the 2 6s that I would need to city anyway, I'm close, right? Like I get 4 sheep and 2 wheat on 2 6s, so I just need 1 more 4 roll in that case anyway. So I'm never holding here, and I just drop the settlement on the 6. We roll another 3. Beautiful baby coordinated numbers. And blue passes. Red uses a knight and solos blue because they're mad. We roll a 4. Blue says question mark. We roll a 6 and boom. We've got close to another road settle, guys. On our turn, we roll a 9. Doesn't really help us, but we can at least, drop our road. I offer like the sheep for ore, just in case anyone might want it. There's a good amount of ore out there. But we end up just dropping our road. On blue's turn, they roll a 6, giving us a city. Let's go, guys. It's that easy. And green's saying, yeah, I should have robbed black. 9 rolls, and red drops a road. Green rolls a 4 here. We already had the city, but we don't need any more. And green drops their city, and I'm thinking, man, okay, it's basically like me versus green at this point, Blue and red have completely lost. They are so behind already. We're praying no 7, and we roll another 6. And, with this hand, you could, pop 3 times. But I just think, I'm just going to city up on my 6-4-3. And now I've improved my wood to brick ratios. Now I have equal pips of brick and wood, so they should be more easy to use. And I've turned my 6 into a dev. Every 6 that rolls, if this 6 sheep is unblocked, is a dev. So I have everything I need to buy devs and drop roads. And that's basically all I need to do for the rest of the game. Yeah, so the 6 is a dev. And then with our remaining cards, you could pop here and start trying to get army. But I think, like on this board, it's going to be tough to fight army. Blue and red are basically like solely playing army. And, green can buy devs too, and they already have one. So I just want to focus on why I took the setup that I did, which is road. And I decide to settle here on this massive spot. And, now our 4 is tripled. So a 6 into a 4 is a city. And we've got tons of extra sheep. Our setup is really cooking here, guys. It's going to be hard to stop us. On blue's turn, we roll another huge 6. And blue builds a city. Another 6 rolls on red's turn, and we have another city, guys, or 2 pops, whatever we want. I'm just praying for no 7 here. Red is trying to trade their wheat away, and they end up porting down for a dev. Green rolls a 12. Big 12 for them. That 3 wood is really nice, and they have a huge hand here, 13 cards. They port down for wheat for 2 ore on the wheat port, and they build another city. On our turn, no 7. We roll a 10, we're safe. And here I'm thinking, like, I kind of want to start popping. I mean, like, the other city on the 6-3-11 is good. Don't get me wrong, but I think at 5 points, it's a good time to buy dev cards, right? It's a good time to see where the dev deck is going to take me. And so I pop, and I get a knight. And I pop again, and I get another knight. And I'm thinking, well, looks like I can probably get army, like, hey, there's even a, way that we can double play this. If a couple 3s and 11s roll, we can connect and city again on some 6s, and we'll just win. So that's what I'm thinking at this point. Blue rolls a 7 on their turn, and green has to discard their a huge amount of cards here. They hit the 6, and we don't get robbed because we have 0 cards, which is why the pops were good too. They steal from green. Red rolls an 8 and passes. Green uses their knight. And they solo block our 6. Really sending a message to the rest of the board. They forego the card, to solo our best hex. They roll another 7 though, so they have to unblock it, and they forego another card here to solo block the 4. Doesn't matter though, because we just use our knight. And here, where would you block? So main blocks are the 10, the 5, and the 9. So I can block this 5 if I want to take road. I can just block, one of these ore hexes to slow green down on buying development cards. I decide to slow green down and block their citied ore roll. So that's blocking 6 pips of ore. We roll a huge 3. And where would you go here, guys, with this road, right? We should drop the road because the 6 puts us over and it's our best roll. But where would you go? And I'm thinking, there's no reason for me to go anywhere where I might get plowed. So I just decide to, I can quadruple up this sheep and basically make it so that if they don't solo this 6, it's going to be very hard to stop us. An 8 rolls on blue's turn and they pass. Red rolls a huge 6 for us and they buy a dev. Green rolls an 8 and they pass. And on our turn, we roll another 8, which doesn't really help us. Here, we just decide to pop. There's not really much else you could do with this hand. I guess you could argue dropping a road, but we have this coordinated 3 and we have the 11. I don't really want to be porting down just to drop a settlement. I think there's a good chance I can still get an army here. And lo and behold, we get a mono. So it's pretty good. An 8 rolls on blue's turn, and they port down 3 sheep to for a wood and hold. Red rolls an 11, and you know we've got the 2 roads that we need to connect. We can take road next turn for 7 if we want. Red builds their settlement. Huge 5 for green. That gives them 2 roads, and they road settle. On our turn, we roll another 11. Very nice. And here, we just decide to drop the road. I'm not connecting here to make myself look scary. I'm playing it slow, guys. There's no reason to take road if you're not close to winning in this sort of position. And I just pass. I could have played a knight for pacing here, but I decided not to. I also could have like considered monoing the sheep to like road settle and maybe dev, but I just felt like, you know, just give me one more turn to try to get some more rolls. Maybe there's a better mono I can get. You know, I don't need to mono right now. No one's close to winning, and you know, I'm not going to be taking that many cards from green, who's my main competition to win. So that's why I didn't play any devs here, guys. And we roll a 6, and now we've got our settlement, guys, for 6. And if we can get one more knight, that's army. And we just need to drop the 2 roads to win the game. So I'm praying for no 7 here. Big 10 for blue there on red's turn, and red uses the Year of Plenty and buys a dev, taking 2 ore. Green rolls a 9, and they buy 2 devs. On our turn, a 5 rolls, and that gives a ton of roads to green. But, and I'm just thinking here, you know, I kind of want this last night. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take road, like, this turn to prevent green from maybe having a shot to win if they can take road with all of these cards. So, I could like consider porting down to like connect here to try to like slow down green, but I'm just gonna play for my own game and try to go for the double play. We pop, we get the last knight that we need, and we have pacing. So I decide to play my knight because now I can set it up to where I'm gonna have 2 knights played, and I can always take army even if red or green plays a knight on this next rotation. So this knight here is actually forced. And I was thinking about holding this hand to try to be sneaky, but at this point, I just think I'm just going to take road. I don't want to give green a shot of like maybe taking road and popping for the win. And I block and rob green. I drop both the roads. We go to 6, and you know this next turn, even if even if green takes back road, they feed road, I can play you know my knight to go back to 7, and I've got 2 open settles with the mono, guys. An 8 rolls on blue's turn, and they settle, and they buy a development card. Green is trying to feed road to blue. But blue just buys a dev and passes, saying I can't make 5 roads. A 9 rolls. We get a sheep and we blocked it. A huge 3 on green's turn. Blue's still salty, said you guys wanted to rob me, gifted black the game. And on our turn, a 10 rolls. And I'm just thinking here, guys, all I need to do is keep road. If I can keep road here, I can just guaranteed and settle. Sorry, if I can keep road here and settle, I can guaranteed just play the knight on the next turn to win. So I play the mono here, and I'm just taking whatever I can at this point, right? I'm going to take this 8 sheep, and I'm going to settle. And, you know, there's no reason to, like, settle again for 9. I just want to make sure that I keep road and that no one can take it from me. And now green has to drop 6 roads to take it from me. So they would need 3 5s to do that on these next 3 orbits. And 8 rolls on blue's turn. Blue monopolies 4 ore here. It doesn't hurt us at all. They buy a dev and drop a city. It's a foregone conclusion. No 5s. We hit another 6 though. We're feeling good. 24th in the world, and we're going up to 12th this game, guys. So this next game, part 3, is going to be a banger. There's no way we can lose. We say, GG's. GG's. We pop just for the fun of it, and we play army to win the game. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for liking and subscribing. At this point, we're 12th in the world, and we're playing one more game for the top 10, baby. GG's, and I'll see you in this next clip here.